Well,
all right.
Currently
Hey
live.
guys, let me make sure that we're in the right chat here.
Yeah.
We're having a little technical difficulties. Let's
Basically.
do a live chat. And okay, look, maybe
Here we go.
Yeah. So
here we go.
Say hello.
Hi guys.
All right, we have great news for everybody too.
Yeah.
So
the good news is that
we're having technical difficulties.
Alan is he's really good with every kind of electronic.
Hey Philip, how you doing? Philip, I got some stuff going to your guy today. I had a super busy day, but CC's got some paperwork coming to him that he was waiting on, and I got that for you, just so you know. And I'll be sending it out this evening. So
hi Jessica.
There you guys are.
Yay.
Okay, and I'm not sure how many people we're going to have on today because this is a webinar that I'm not sure if some of the newer agents are aware of on Wednesdays. But you guys, by the way, yesterday we created a really cool, last night, because we wanted you guys to have the LinkedIn stuff. So we created it. We're doing some editing because we figured that we would just build it for you guys. And so I actually spent some time with one of our agents, Brandon, and we talked about some different softwares. We actually showed him a new software that we can use as well. And we went through and did a bunch of cool stuff for LinkedIn, because I know a lot of you guys were asking about LinkedIn. So, and just a show of hands, just say, yay, if you have a LinkedIn profile. How many people you already have a LinkedIn profile?
Literally, that's something we're going to ask you in just a little bit too, because there's 3 people on right now.
Yeah.
So
does Jessica have one?
If you guys have a LinkedIn profile, yeah, obviously that's going to be helpful for you. So that's got built out. So there's a way for you to see the process. Yep, Jessica's got one.
All right. Did you ask her if Brandon showed her how to do that?
New agent, Bridget. Oh, hi, Bridget. Nice to meet you. Very small one. Nice, Philip. That's good to hear. Yeah, we're going to show you how to make that. Not really. Well, it's not about. I mean, you're saying there's not a lot of people connected to you on it, so we'll show you how to connect with people on that, Philip, in the LinkedIn afterwards. So this is going to show people how to set the LinkedIn up, what to put on it, and how to subscribe to different groups. So, and the nice thing about it is, whether or not you've got an extensive resume or not, we'll actually give you some verbiage that you can put on your LinkedIn that'll help bring you traffic that direction. And the nice thing is LinkedIn's obviously all business owners. So those people all qualify for our services. So that's, yeah, I imagine most people are like you, Jessica, if they do have it. She says, no, she did it on her own. She's still playing with it. That's kind of where most people are if they do have a LinkedIn, is it's just a thing that they got. I don't know if were any of you around when LinkedIn first opened up? Did any of you guys get the email where you clicked on it and it stole all your emails? Hi, Wayne. We're just obviously we're gonna give a few minutes and let everybody get on. But yeah, when LinkedIn very first came out, what they did is they had a link in the email, and when you clicked on the email, and this was before some regulations had been created, no one had thought of actually clicking on an email and having it read through all your other email addresses. They were like the guys to think of that. So when LinkedIn very first came out, you clicked on the email and it pulled every contact that you had out of there, and then you signed up, and it just sent them all an invite. So I mean, I had like an ex-girlfriend get an email. She's like, "Why are you sending me emails?" Like, it went interestingly. And and they all got, I mean, there were so many people that got reached. I think I had like 3,000 emails sent out on my behalf. Now my contacts are a little bigger. I think I'm right around 6,000 or 7,000 different contacts. It gets a little hectic in there, but yeah, it was interesting, to say the least. No one really, including myself, I didn't know what I was getting into. So we're going to probably give here just like a few more minutes and let people get on board. And make sure we have enough people here. So
how many people
plan on waiting here for just a couple more minutes, and then we'll get started off with the webinar. Right now, we have about 6 people on. Yeah. I didn't see that. There we go. Get it all situated. So we're just letting people get on board here. And we do this every time. I know that, Bridget, this is your first time on here. We do this every single Wednesday and every Saturday. We also do another webinar. So we do this twice a week right now. And we plan to increase how many webinars we do every week. And then obviously we have training series too. So, you know, we have a whole social media training. And then we have the training that we did last week on how to introduce yourself to people. And we've got the LinkedIn one that's coming out. We're just going to keep releasing stuff until you guys are all signed on board. Philip, yeah, I can see you. There's just only 5 or 6 of you right now. I can't see you. I can't personally see you. If you're saying, can I see your picture? I can't. So. Second, actually, what do you mean? I don't, Queen or Bridget, I don't know what that means. What do you mean second, actually? Oh, got it. You've already seen one of them. Yeah. Well, yeah, there's a lot of them on there, and obviously that's going to continue. So it's a good way to get to know us and to find out a little bit more about myself. My name's John Dominic, and then you got Alan. So nice to meet you. Hi, Jimmy. Oh, okay. Got it. All right, here. So we're going to get started in just a second. I'll start going over some of the things. We only got about 8 people on, so I don't want anyone to miss any announcements that we have going on here. So I'm going to give you a few more seconds and we'll get going. It looks like people are starting to pop on.
8?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you're here too, Jimmy. Don't worry, if you ever do miss a webinar, all you have to do is you just go to youtube.com, type in WL Madden, and you can see any of the webinars that we already did. They're actually recorded and they're saved there too. So if you do miss it, it's okay. Obviously, we want you here, but a little fuzzy. Okay, let me see if I can fix that. No, that didn't help it at all, did it? Hold on. See, is that any better there? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's quite a bit better, huh? Yeah, not your computer there, Bridget. Looks like it was just as Bill said, it looks like it was just a little fuzzy. All right, so guys, first off, welcome aboard, and happy January 30th. And you know, we're excited to have everybody here. We're excited to have everyone on board with WL Madden. We have a lot of great things happening. Perfect. And, you know, most importantly, one of the things that I've been so excited about has been what we're getting ready to do with the way that our agents are actually servicing clients. We've sped the process up and we've really streamlined and become more efficient in how we're bringing them on board. I know Alan's been telling you guys that we have this great system that we put in place, and it's been in place. However, integrating with the different sales and marketing people and transfer people that we work with that are sending in our referrals has been an obstacle. And so, you know, one of the big breakthroughs, or not necessarily a breakthrough, but one of the big things that's happened is we've actually got that process down. We've really made it more efficient, and we've been able to make it more simple for the agents as they're getting onboarded. And you know, what we're really happy about is that that's been leading to a lot more conversions. So, you know, that means that as you're sending in business owners, we have a process that's tracking them front to back that's more effective, and that's going to be something that's impactful for everybody. Obviously, that was something that we didn't even expect to have done before the CRM was completely integrated. So to be ahead of the game like we are on that was a huge deal, and definitely something that has you know, been a blessing, you know, having people step up to the plate. So hopefully too, did you guys all get emails letting you know that there was going to be a webinar today? Was everybody notified ahead of time?
Actually, you know what? I think Noe said that and it's actually kind of a good thing, because we'd rather talk to the agents that we have right here. And now if there was somebody, because I have a meeting that I have to go to tonight, obviously you can see, hey, look, Alan's all dressed up all of a sudden. So, and this is the way that I'll present myself for you guys. Whenever we have new clients that we're working with, and new banks and new people that we have doing business with, obviously, you know, we have to dress up. And so, you know, as agents, the one thing that we like to like let you people know is that, hey, the people that run these companies and the people that do all these big things, you know, it seems like they'd be these big professionals and they're always dressed up in suits. And the truth is, you know, these people that run these big companies, they're just people like you and I. And so you guys are getting, you know, as agents, what I really like best about this program, and the reason that I'm glad that we launched this program before we launched Custom Nutrition, is because this literally is going to show you with our new training, step by step by step, what it would be like to start a business from scratch. No matter what it is, the services that we offer to businesses are the same services that you guys are going to use in the future. And Philip knows. Philip's been involved with some bigger companies actually, and a lot of you guys know already. You know, we've had different meetings about some of the different services we offer, but start to finish, people need to get, you know, a product or a service. They need to get an LLC set up. They need to get a bank account. They need to get an EIN number. They need to get a website. They need to start finding a way that they're going to market it, whether they have a storefront or whether they're going to do it online. And a lot of people are, you know, misled that they can have some type of website online. It's just because they have a website, money's going to start rolling in. So, you know, you guys are going to learn the transparency of what it is that we do. But as far as what John was talking about in our new system, which is going to enable you guys to onboard different people into the program so you can actually earn money on the work of others. But here's the thing is that we want to make sure that you guys are the leaders of that pack. We want to make sure you guys understand, once these other people get involved, they're going to be looking to you guys. We're going to help you, of course, but you know, the more information that you know and the more information that you can give them as well, because you're going to be able to go right into the system and say, wow, I want to send out a group email to all the people that are involved in my little tree, all the people that I have onboarded, whether it's from a commercial that you guys do, whether you meet them face to face. And I know some of you have sent in some emails more recently, and some people that actually want to enroll into the program. We're going to start doing that. We were going to hold off until we had a different commission structure, but what we're going to start doing for you guys is we're going to pay you guys commissions on the people that are interested in getting set up, that you send in through either the mobile application, because, you know, this is a full circle business. Whether people want to make money from home or they have a real business that they're already involved with, they're going to utilize the same services either way. And so with this business, what we give you is we give you the customer service, we give you the salespeople, as you already know, and we give you the ability to make the money off of efforts of other people and, of course, your own efforts. So the commission structure is very real on the services. However, there is going to be work involved. So, you know, we've been talking a lot about the commercials that we're launching, and we're going to make those available to you. And just so you guys understand what the commercial is, essentially, it's very similar to a funnel. You know, it's a link to a website that's going to be your website with a commercial attached to it. So if people decide to enroll into WO Madden through watching that commercial, you guys are going to get the credit for whatever they go on board into as agents. And then, of course, you get an override on all of the work they do underneath you. Now, for you guys, we don't have a whole lot of qualifications set up for everybody that's been waiting and that's involved during the pre-launch. However, moving forward in the future, we're going to have to put qualifications in place for people to earn commissions on the work of others, because we want to make sure that they're also doing their due diligence and working with us to, get businesses involved with us.
And you'll do that by getting certified, if I'm not incorrect. So you'll basically have courses that you need to complete. Those courses will be through our system. And basically you'll say, okay, I want to be certified in bringing on, let's say, international funding.
Correct.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so when you did that, by getting certified to bring in international funding, what it does is it allows you to represent our company on a information sharing level, and get you some documentation that says that you understand these certain obligations and what you can and can't say. And most importantly, make sure on our side that when you are talking about WL Madden and when you are representing our company and your company, okay, that you're doing it in such a way that it's honest and forthright, and that the information that you're giving to people is exactly true, so that no one gets any kind of a wrong idea, and you don't have to worry about any kind of information being misconstrued.
Correct. And that's why, and we are going to try to put informational videos together for you guys.
He does not have pants on.
What's that?
No, go ahead.
Oh, Philip, do I have pants on? No, I'm in my underwear.
Really awkward.
I have a suit jacket and I'm in my underwear.
It's super awkward.
Yes, I have pants on. That was a good question, though. So what I do want to share with you is that, we are going to create some videos for you, because we've been putting some thought. We really, again, we're trying to make you guys' lives as easy as possible. So we have some videos. We have a little section that we put together, and we're editing them right now. And it's for the business services that we offer, that you guys can play from your phone, that you can explain and you can show to business owners. That way it makes it really simple. Hey, you know what? This is some of the services we offer. You can click a video about that service. That way they can hear a little bit about it before they actually get on the phone with us. But most importantly, we obviously want you to, the people that are willing to go out there and approach businesses and use like the live transfer method, some of the stuff that Brandon's been doing and a couple of the other agents. Last night, I think it was 2 nights ago, we have a local agent, Dustin, that sent in a live transfer of a business that needs multiple services from us. And it was that easy. So he needs credit card processing. He needs a website. He wants to be on the first page of Google. He needs our software. So we actually are going to break those videos down for you too, even further, so you understand the process of what it looks like for a business, start to finish, for a website. Because the things you want to focus on most with businesses is, how can we save you money and how can we create a stronger online presence for you? Those are the services that are easiest for us to give to businesses and for you guys to make good commissions on. And we also want to teach you guys how to create your social media. And we've also been getting a lot of people that are asking questions about, hey, how do I use my computer? Because that seems to be also something that we have to give a little bit of training on. And because a lot of people have different, Google Chrome and Apple and different devices that we want to give some simple training videos on. So we're trying to create as many videos as we can. We're actually pulling videos from YouTube that we think are relevant as well. That way we don't have to create them all. And we're putting that library together for you to make it simpler for you to understand your role in this whole thing and how you can use it, do it online, or do it if you're actually contacting businesses. And of course, I know you guys are all looking forward to having downlines and being able to use the people that are underneath you. We're actually going to help you bring those people into the business. Once they enroll as members, we're then going to contact them and try to, get them enrolled as agents and pay you guys out a commission on that as well. So with that being said, what types of questions do we have right now? John, why don't we go over some questions real quick?
Right now, the main thing besides pants, which we've answered, which he definitely does not have on.
Oh, come on.
Regardless of, I don't think, no, that's, no. One of the things it looks like here that Bridget is asking is, do you have any scripts? And we are able to provide some scripts. It's really, though, at the end of the day, simpler than that. You don't necessarily need to have a big and inauthentic script where you're sitting there. I mean, you're not going to walk up to a business owner and pull out a sheet of paper. What we have is training videos to walk you through it. So if you go through introduction webinar training, and it's a training on intros, that's a great place to learn how to introduce yourself. You know, another couple of tactics or another couple really good things to remember is that, sorry, I'm reading over here. Bridget, will you also let us know how to incorporate with things, with things we do already, such as other businesses? I guess I have to, let me see.
What's the question?
Will you let us know how to incorporate this with things we do already, such as other businesses? Like if you already have an active business that you're running, is that what you mean, Bridget? Like your company?
Why don't we wait to get a better understanding of that question, because I'm a little bit. So will you also let us know how to incorporate this with things we do already? Oh, you guys might have affiliate marketing and stuff like that. Is that what you're referring to? You have other businesses that you're already involved with, or ways that you can earn commissions? I mean, I will tell you this. If that's, you know, you can type a little bit further and maybe give me a little bit more information. But I will tell you this. What we've done is we've designed some training videos that break down what affiliate marketing really is, and we kind of give away the secrets of what other companies do. So the stuff that you see on YouTube, yes, okay. So the stuff that you're seeing on YouTube, and if that's what you're referring to, videos where people tell you, hey, you can do affiliate marketing, you can make all this money doing this and that. We're going to show you.
She's an insurance agent.
Oh, wow. So you know what? You should probably have a conversation with one of us. And what we'll do for you is that's a great question. I have a website that you can go to, and I'm not sure, you know, how long you've been involved with us, but what we can always do is we can incorporate your service directly into your WL Madden site, or we can do it vice versa. We can take, do you have a website for your business? And again, these are questions that we should have a different webinar. So for people that have, how do we know if the website is our personal site of WL Madden? Well, again, here's the thing is that there's a link.
Actually, that's a great question. And more importantly, in response to that and in any questions that have to do with your website, with logging in, with how to track your leads or how the commission structure works, we're going to give you Keith's phone number as well. So here real quick, let's put Keith's number on there.
Absolutely. And you can check this site out too. I want you to check this out. This is called the white label. And there's some of you that have white labels. That site, I think, did I type that in right? FlamingoCommerce.biz.
This is an example site. This is not to do with your question.
This is an example site for if you have an insurance business, for example. So this young lady, she has a life coaching business. So if you go to that website, you'll notice that it's on the WL Madden platform. And let me just make sure, FlamingoCommerce.biz. Okay, and this is just to show you what this young lady decided to do. Oh, and I'm probably typing it in wrong. Flamingo.
Flaming Commerce. No. We don't need to do all that. Just delete it back to biz.
Oh, did I put
there? You go. Enter.
In right?
Yeah, press enter now. Should be good now.
Yeah. Okay. So there it is. There. Okay. So yeah. So so what I want you to do, if you go to that website, and some of you guys have seen this, and some of you guys have white labels. So, and we're going to be having separate.
Let's fix this real quick. Fix the website. It says Flaming Commerce. That's not correct.
Oh, Flaming Commerce is definitely not right. So it's Flamingo.
Bridget, as far as in being an insurance agent, the short answer is, and with any business where you're interacting with business owners or people that would own a business, this is your opportunity. It's an easy in for you to reach out to a lot of people while getting paid at your current job. And all it takes is easy questions. And as a matter of fact, it doesn't even have to take a yes question. It can even be a no question. Like, would it sound too ridiculous to you if we could provide you with 0% credit card processing? Would that idea sound ridiculous? Okay. And there's something that there's psychologically that happens with the word no. We'll teach a little more about it in a different webinar. And I really love this concept. But essentially, when someone says the word no, they feel safe. Okay. When I say the word no to you, it actually sets off some endorphins in my head, and it makes me feel protected. When you say the word yes, it means commitment. And so what a commitment is actually scary. Commitments mean that you have future obligations. The word no actually means you have protection. So by leading into a relationship with somebody and asking them, actually, believe it or not, a no question with a positive ending to it, you're opening up the door and making them feel protected. And then by just being nice and smiling, you're going to give them protection, a good feeling, and that's going to be more important than almost anything. You guys probably subconsciously do it, you know, already a little bit, but everybody's kind of been trained to do this, you know, get yeses from people and get them on the trail to yes, and yes, yes, yes. And I think what you end up getting is you get a false yes. You get someone that says, yeah, sure, or you know what, you're right, or whatever it is they can do to get you away from them. And so a secret to that is make them feel comfortable by letting them say no, and not only not being afraid of no, but literally understanding that no is for them, is for someone else, makes them feel like that they're more protected.
Right. And then another reason just why I showed you that site is just to show you what's possible with, you know, a website, and show you how we can add a service. So you also asked an interesting question about, someone asked, how do we know it's our WL Madden site? Well, the new site, and ours does it currently too, but there's a link. And if you go to your back office, you can actually copy and paste that link and go to the front of your site. So that's how we know if a lead, it's still doing, I don't know what that light, that glaring light is, but yeah, so what it is that there's a link in the back office. If you were to go to your back office, and you can actually pull that link and you go to the front of your own website. So basically, when you guys enter data into your mobile app or into your website, we get it in your back office. Okay, so we know that it's you. But you asked a great question. How do we know it's our site? We can do all different types of stuff. We can create, yeah, that's actually much better. We can actually show you how to get that link, but the new system automatically generates that for you, and you'll be able to see a code at the end. It shows you that it's your site on the front and the back. This system right now, the way that it's set up, because we didn't plan on having have it set up this way to where we had, you know, you guys onboarding agents. We simply built this new system so that you guys could have downlines and make more money by enrolling other agents, and obviously by, you know, getting paid off the work of others. So that was not the original plan. We ran an agent program, you know, quite some time ago with over 30,000 agents. We had a very high success rate. The technology was different back then, and so we didn't ever have to worry about, you know, if they had a website and the link was there. So there is a way to get your link, and we can show you how to do that on a different webinar. But really, on this system, it's irrelevant. When you enter your information, when you log in and you enter information on your website, we know that it's you in the back office. That's how we're able to see whose lead and what lead, where it came from. You're not just going to the WL Madden site and entering information. It is on your specific site. That's why you have a login. So we have a very sophisticated back office that tracks everything, so we know where the leads come from. That's how we know which person gave us which lead. However, when you go to some of the different services, and I'm sure you guys have gone to Brandon, so if anybody who has not seen the videos on WL Madden, if you type in WL Madden agents, okay, you'll see that there's 5 different videos, and among those videos is the videos on how to get people to the bank, for example. If you want to take people to the bank to get a loan that they automatically will get qualified for, you can take them right to the funding section. You can watch the video on how to do that. That's for the business owner to fill out. Now, if you're going to take someone there, you definitely want to go and also enter the lead into the back office on that situation. If you do the same thing that if you're going to go to the reputation management system, if you take a business through the reputation management system, you also want to enter the lead of that business. Now, the new system, you don't have to worry about any of that. It tracks everything. You don't even have to enter the lead, but you always want to send the lead into the system to let us know, hey, I took a business through the portal. That's, you know, that way that dedicates that lead to you, and you're going to get paid on it. The good news is that when a lead comes in, no matter how it comes in, if through the bank, for example, we're going to be able to, you know, we're not going to not, if for some reason somebody goes through the portal, we're going to definitely associate that with what agent it is. No matter what, we're going to make sure that that agent gets paid the commission if there was ever somebody that went through the portal and it was an agent's deal. And Bridget, just to, you know, kind of talk to you a little bit about how easy it is when you're working with other companies and other people that are already in business. All you have now is a bunch of other services to offer them. That's actually the easiest way to make money with this is if you have businesses that you're already working with, kind of like a couple of our other agents, it's very easy to transfer them into the other services that they need. And you have a really interesting, insurance is a great way. I'm sure you already have a slew of business owners that you can transfer over for different services. So you just want to, one at a time, basically, talk to them with something that basically, if you notice that they process credit cards, I mean, if they do or not, then of course you can talk to them about that. If you take a look at their website and you say, wow, you know what, this website could use some work, or they need a stronger web presence, we can talk to them about that. And the best part is you don't have to worry about doing the selling right now. Leave that to us. If you watched the video that John and I did about how to approach businesses, obviously, if you already have a relationship with a business owner, all you have to do.
Here's your weapon right here, guys.
Yeah, just get them on the phone.
Get them on with WL Madden. You don't have to do this yourself. Bridget, this is an answer to your question. If you have questions on how to get into your back office too, you've got Keith's number right there. It's actually in the live chat, 623-565-4661. You can call him about anything that if it's anything about the details of getting into your website, getting into the back office, finding out how to log in, and and anything that has to do with the details of how the business operates or works, please call directly into him. Mm-hmm. He'll be able to walk you right through it, make sure that you can get in it. He'll set up an appointment with you to sit down and show you guys how to use your computer, how to get into that, and how to make sure you're understanding it. But you don't need a script necessarily to refer someone in. You need a phone. This is what you need. If you have your phone, then all you do is just go to the WL Madden agent site, click on support, click on call, okay? And then it's going to call us, and you're going to have an expert on the phone. That person's going to handle the call. They're going to make sure everything's perfect.
Okay. Now, you can always call WL Madden too, 879-25-1050. You can hit the support line on the mobile app, or you can call Keith, and then Keith will run them through a quick survey and get them on the phone with an expert. So we have a multitude of ways. If you're working directly with business owners, it's always good to give us a call right with the business owner while you're there, rather than call to talk to them and send the lead through the system. I'm going to tell you right now, we're working on a bunch of different leads, and a lot of business owners, it's tough to get them on the phone. Business owners, for some reason, I mean, obviously they're always busy, but when we leave a message and you guys might have talked to them about something. But if you're right there and we initiate the call right there, it's going to be a lot easier for us.
Is everybody having an issue right now with connecting, or has it solved the buffering issue? Is it still buffering right now?
Are we having a buffering issue?
Yes, for some reason we might end up. Maybe we need to restart the system. We can do that. Well, we can get it. We'll get it fixed by before the next webinar. We'll have to make sure and check and see
what's happening right now.
What's happening is that a couple of people are saying that it's reloading, like there's a bad connection, or it's buffering, and that's maybe why some people are replying slowly. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I've been seeing people kicking on and off. So.
You know what? I wonder if we go to a.
No, it's got something to do with the way the internet's coming in. So.
Okay. And are we having any issues right now with streaming? Is everybody having any streaming issues right now?
Wayne, as far as in how to get into the WL Madden agents, literally just go to YouTube and type in WL Madden
agents
into
the search bar.
In the search bar at YouTube. So you go to youtube.com and you can click on this link right here that I'm going to send you. In this right here, you go to youtube.com.
Why don't you pull the link up?
You type in WL Madden agents. Okay, right there. And I'll even pull a link real quick here.
That one right there.
Yeah.
It says agents across it, and there's 5 videos inside of it.
Yeah, and here's the thing too, guys. This stuff too, if it's absolutely you're having a ton of trouble with it, then just ask Keith to walk you right through it. But here you go. That link there will take you to it. And subscribe to it. We're trying to get a lot of subscriptions. Give us lots of likes. We're just kidding.
That's actually Brandon's page. So that's the one that he developed when he first started working with us. The agents that needed to have questions answered. Brandon actually works with a lot of the agents right now. He's been helping us quite a bit, and he's actually created quite a few leads using funnel systems. So we have a slew of videos coming out that will always be available to you guys. Other people, some of the videos that we're going to be creating is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be charging for different training videos and things like that. For you guys that have been waiting with us and being patient with us, we're going to give you access, as we've already told you, to a lot of these training tools that other people are going to have to pay for. And just so you understand, our business structure and the way that we've set things up, we don't make a huge amount of money by getting agents enrolled. Okay, we actually work at a loss to do that. It's only because we make our money on the back end. When you guys send us leads, we make money with you. And because of that, because Bill Madden set the company up that way, it kind of protects you guys. That way you guys understand we're here to work with you. We're here to make money with you. The only way to do that, though, is for us to work together to get businesses set up. So we have the business services, we have the sales, we have the support for you. And right now we pick up the phone. Anytime that phone rings, the 877 number, just so you know, that thing gets picked up 24 hours. I'm actually the last point of contact. So, I get calls sometimes at 11 o'clock at night, and it tells me, it says WO Madden agent. And so that way I know that it's coming from the line from WO Madden, and I'll pick the phone up at 11 o'clock. And just in case it's a live transfer, just in case it's somebody that's trying to get, and usually it's just someone with a quick question or someone that was talked to. But I'm the last point of contact. We have 4 other people that will pick up the phone before me. And so that's the way that the business is going to work in the future too. We have a bunch of different salespeople that will be fielding the calls as we grow and develop. We've set this system up for you guys to be able to be successful and make money. I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing else out there where people are going to do your paperwork for you, close deals for you. And when we implement custom nutrition in a couple months from now, you guys are going to be able to have a slew of products as well.
And let's clarify too, there's nothing else out there that actually will do your paperwork for you and will sign accounts on and will do real business for you. There's a ton of imitation out there as far as it's almost like a straw man. And so there is a lot of really, really, really pretty words out there, for lack of a better statement, that are being spoken out of the mouths of liars, essentially. People that do not intend in any way, shape, or form to fulfill an obligation. We're not attempting to compete with that. Our processes take the time that's necessary to set an account up. Bringing on clients takes the time necessary to get the documentation. And the accounts that we set up stand the test of time. So that's really the difference. That's probably the largest difference for you guys is that when we bring a client on board and when we're handling paperwork and when you send someone into us, we're signing them up with processing. They're being attached to your account. You're being sent residual income, and that's what's being built out. Okay, so Philip's got a question here saying, what is the AMF relationship to WO Madden? So AMF is the business services. It's the merchant services, the funding, it's the web design, and it is the marketing development. It is not the actual, it is not WO Madden itself. It's the services that are integrated with it.
Oh, that's okay. They're asking about AMF. So AMF's relationship is very simple, is that AMF, Business Development Systems, just like John said, has a bunch of different service companies attached to it. And so again, all it is one house that fulfills the obligations of the business services for WO Madden. So WO Madden is the agent program. That's Bill who put that together. He didn't want people to get involved with businesses that don't work. He wanted to make sure people had a real opportunity to make money. And so as this actually started out, it was not going to be an MLM style or a way for other people to enroll. It was simply a way for people to have a business from home that handled, that had real business services that were available, that real businesses use. So we do the marketing for real business. businesses. You got to understand a lot of these programs out there that are affiliate marketing and all that, they don't do marketing for real businesses out there. There's no real business in the world.
They don't do real marketing.
Yeah, they don't
usually,
do exactly. They show you how to maybe post something on Facebook or something. I don't know what they do, but
I'm pretty sure they just rob you.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. Like at the end of the day, we want to empower you to be successful, and we understand that there's you know, a limit to the amount of time that you can put into this, but
Right.
Due to those constraints, we want you to focus on introduction and transfer. If you wanted to become a professional in any of the different areas of helping out and bringing in a service, that's going to require a large portion of your time. So it's
Right.
better for you to become professional at referring people into us and allow us to have people that have spent large portions of their lives learning a business service, explain it. So rather than becoming a master of services or a master of merchants or funding or marketing or web design, right. Become a master at believing in a WL Madden, become a master at being a happy person that's good to get along with, and that you know that you care about the people that you talk to, you know, and you know, at the end of the day, you know, be a follower of God and follow your heart and get other people to as well. And know that, you know, when you're providing people with a safe house for them to make a decision within, you're really guarding and protecting them, their family, their business, the people that they love, their friends, and you're putting them into a good situation. You need to become a master really of that. Be a steward at the end of the day rather than a shepherd, because it's really not your place without the knowledge. When you have time put in, you will slowly gain the skills necessary to actually take that next step. And that's really where you can protect yourself.
It's a natural progression, John, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, that's where you can protect yourself from being worried. Is this for me? Or I can't do this, or I don't know if I have the time for this, or this is too complicated. I know we all want a lotto ticket that says winner on it. And you know what? If we were selling winning lotto tickets, we would be the dumbest guys in the world. We would just be cashing winning lotto tickets. People don't sell winners, okay? They don't take all the time, all the effort, all the loss, all the potential for things to go wrong, all the obstacles, put them to the side, and then hand you the work. What we can do is hand you the right kind of work where you can bring people in. We can leverage your capability to interact with more people. We can leverage your ability to help us interact with more people. Correct. And then we can use our experts, our certification, and you can know that the people that we're working with are helping them. That's how you do that. That's how it makes it something you can do. Matter of fact, it's really your only place without it being your profession already. So if you think that there's anything else out there that you don't know anything about, that you're going to be able to do anything besides refer someone into helpfully, unfortunately, you're probably wrong. You won't be able to just know things. This isn't the Matrix yet. So you can't just download Merchant Services Perfection Expert and Master, or, you know, international money funding. I'm amazing at it. What you can master is this. Thank you for giving me the time. I want to give you the best referral I have. I want to give you the best company to work with that certifies the people that they do the work with in the industry. Let me get them on the phone. They're going to handle the details with you, and I'm confident that it's going to be the best possible experience for you. That's where you need to focus, and that's really where it's easy for everybody to do that. Become a master of that. That's a single task. Everybody, to some extent, has some level of social skills. Whether you have those skills online, you want to learn how to do that on a social network, you want to learn how to do that through emails, you want to have our leads going out, or you want to do a click funnel, or you want to go shake hands and hug babies and kiss don't kiss your neighbor. But at the end of the day, if that's whatever the process is where you interact, okay, that's where you bring the value of the referral. That's where you study. That's where you focus. That's where you make money. That's where we help you focus, make you great at it. We want to make you great at that. We make you great at that, we know we can make you money. So that's where we care. We care about you doing well, and that's how we can do it. So. Right.
And so this system that we've developed, and this new system with the training videos that we're implementing, we're getting more requests for some different types of training. And again, All we can do is give you the tools necessary and tell you the truth and be transparent with you about how all of these systems work. We're going to be showing you some pretty interesting videos, and we put some stuff together you guys are really going to like. It kind of gives you the history of this whole process. And I do want to, kind of touch on what John said, is that whether you're going to be doing this in person, whether you're going to be doing it online, whether you're going to be doing it with funnels, there's going to be some fundamental basics. And we kind of went backwards just because I spend a lot of time, just to let you guys know, with different agents. So a lot of you that have talked to me on the phone, I've taken quite a bit of time with different people. And when I end up talking to people, I end up walking them through certain processes. And I said, you know what? I've walked the same people through the same processes so many times. We're going to have to create a video about this particular process. And that's what we're doing. Now, the people that are using these different processes are having success with them. So that's exactly what we want to do, is give you the processes, whether you do it online, whether you do it on person, it's not going to really matter. And with the new system, what it allows you to do is make money with different verticals, whether it's getting people to work with you inside your business with WO Madden, whether it's getting you to learn how to approach businesses, whether it's marketing online using the different videos that we're going to be giving to you for commercials. These are all different ways that we're going to show you. Now, I think it's really important that all of you, since you do have a website and you do have a way to use social media, to follow the steps on the LinkedIn video that we've created. So we're gonna release that to you, and I don't know if we're gonna send it through an email link, but let's just do this. On Saturday, if you guys haven't got an email and you don't see that video, we'll make sure that you know on the webinar on Saturday, we'll make sure that you have all the information for the LinkedIn video, Yelp as well, all the logos, all that type of stuff. You're going to have access to build out your own social media profiles that make you an agent of WO Madden on social media, that allow you to talk about, we're going to give you different portions of, the information that we want you to post on there without making up too much of your own stuff. Because as you guys said, what is it that, how do these different services work? Now, we're going to give you specific training on each service. We're going to go pretty far in depth. But again, I can promise you, if you guys start trying to explain too much to the business owners without listening to some of the recordings that we've now made, we're recording some of the calls with business owners so that you can listen to them. But if you guys start going too far into the process with them, you may lose a potential sale when we could have captured it because of some type of question they have, and they're going to say, oh, I didn't understand that, so I'm good on that, before they really understand how things work. And so you got to understand, when it comes to online marketing, there is so much detail that goes into what it takes for the softwares to work and for everything to operate the way to get people on the first page of Google, that, that's why the whole business, our motto is focus on what you do best. Let us do the rest, for the business owner, for a reason. If we have to, most business owners, they have to get to a certain point where we just say, hey, take a look at what we've done over here. Take a look at these websites. Take a look at this company. Take a look at how we did this. And then you're going to have to put it in our hands to do this for you. So even the business owners themselves, we can answer tons of questions for them, but at the end of the day, it's all about the fulfillment of what we're able to do for them. That's what they're going to be happy with, is the results. So the truth is that all these different details about how these services work, we can only go so far into detail because, yes, we have the experts in each and every single field. An example would be, international funding or joint capital venture funding. These huge deals over $20 million. That stuff's above my pay grade. I don't need to know that because I have professionals that went to Harvard that have their MBAs in whatever it is that they do, and I just give the file to them. Just like you guys give the files to us, or the businesses to us for the things that we do, we give the files to other companies for what they're specifically good at. So AMF is not comprised of a bunch of companies owned by me. Okay, I don't do credit repair. I don't do legal stuff. I don't do any of that. I have business relationships with companies that do, and they need leads. And so they give us large commission for those leads. They split money with us, and we give that money to you guys. So that's how this whole thing works. It's mostly about relationships that we have with other different business service companies, the consulting that we're able to do with them. Business owners, typically small to medium-sized businesses, cannot afford a business consulting. Okay, so what we do is we give them free consulting to get them the services they need. Most consulting companies consult for large companies because they can charge a lot of money to large companies for their actually consulting. And then on the services that they might offer, they don't make money on those services. We had to go the other way around because business owners don't have the money to pay consulting fees, but they definitely need the services. And since we could make large commissions on these services, we were able to give them the consulting for free. So that's where you guys come in, and then you guys just let us handle that. We're going to be giving out certifications for different commission structures that you will guys, some of you will be able to handle, which is great. But to keep things real simple, if you can just get them to us, then we'll take over. We'll be able to let you listen in so you can learn as you go. And that's the progressive state of how this works. That's why this is such a great program, because you guys are going to learn as you go by listening to us handle your clients and your phone calls. Okay, so let's take a look. I did a lot of research before we started, and AMF completed my program by connecting my agents with the highest quality services available. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, a lot of people that work with us and internally, you know, and I'll just tell you this, what we have with WL Madden is so we have the latitude to go to different places and get the services that we need. If something better comes along, we now have banks calling us. We have companies calling us now saying, hey, we like what you're doing. We want to implement our service. And then Bill and has to make the decision, and I have to make the decision, and John and different people that are involved with the process, Vince, we have to decide, is this service going to fit in our wheelhouse? Is it something that's really going to benefit? You know, then we have to call all the people that offer, you know, that they work with, and we have to go through a list of businesses to find out if those business owners are actually happy with whatever service it is. We have to vet those for you, build out a commission structure with that company and say, okay, we'll turn that loose for you. If our agent brings you into this over here, how much are you going to pay our agents out, and how much money do we make on the deal? If it's beneficial to the business owner, I'll just tell you right now, there's some services that we don't make a penny off that we send business owners to because they work. What's most important for us as consultants is to do what's right for the business owner. The big commissions that you guys make on the services that we do have, those commissions will come. On some of the services that we may have to send business owners to on our end, whatever's going to work best for the business and keep them happy and keep them, you know, repeat clients of ours, that's what we're going to do for them. Okay.
So it looks like here Wayne's asking, is it necessary to buy the advertising packages that are offered by MF to be successful with your program? Of course not. No. What is necessary is for you to be an agent. So you have to be an agent with us. You have to be paying your $20 a month, and you need to pay the agent fee to be an agent if you want commissions on it. That's necessary in order to make money with our program. The reason people, and we don't do advertising packages. I don't know where advertising packages came from. I think a lot of you guys are so busy talking to these other guys out there that you just unfortunately end up regurgitating information that you've heard from people where they're trying to sell you magic. We don't have an advertising package. So we don't have WL Madden's advertising package. We don't do anything like that. The only things that we have that you could possibly be involved in would be a package of either a way for you to reach out for a service. So maybe you're reaching out to people for the merchant service. Maybe you're reaching out to people for the funding, for the credit repair. Maybe you're reaching out to them for one of those instances. Those are the ways that you can actually take money and put it into something. We have programs that we can put you in touch with that create that sale and that generate that lead and develop that service or develop that funding or develop that customer for credit repair. Those are the only things that have a cost, that are marketing costs, and they don't come to us. They come to whoever the marketing is done with. So right. We don't have advertising packages. Advertising packages are for charlatans. So we don't actually offer them.
Right. I think you might be referring to, and some of the companies that, so once your name is out there and you're involved with WL Madden, you're going to be contacted by a whole slew of people. Now, there are companies that we have, a couple companies that we do some different lead generation, stuff like that. And so none of that is required. Some people get involved.
Again,
with
it's directly for the service.
Right.
It's not an advertising. If you're advertising anything, it's a service that is provided, and that service will provide you with the referral fee. So
right. In other words, any type of marketing that's done. So you have to look at any business. Okay. Businesses require time or money, probably a mixture of both. So same thing with your business is that you can actually reach out yourself to businesses. You can have this multitudes of ways that you can do marketing to have people reach out to these services for you. There's funnels. Okay. There's leads that can be purchased and called and things of that nature from different marketing companies. We do a lot of lead generation. Obviously,
we have tons of clients that just refer in their friends or family businesses. They talk to their local companies and local businesses that are around them. You know, they interact with other business owners and people that they know, or they build that interaction by following maybe our introductory course and using some of those tactics. And those are all different ways that you develop a relationship that you refer in. So we don't have any kind of a direct obligation marketing, and you're not selling websites that sell people to go to websites to look at knickknacks and paddywhacks. We don't have any of that stuff. So the only thing that you're doing is exactly what we're talking about, which is providing a revolution in business services and allowing people to go to one place for their company that can provide everything they need to get them moving forward and make sure that the companies that they're working with are the right people, and take and eliminate the time and the effort and the heartache and headache of basically having bad people in your life with your company. This is one of the most common problems that you have. You know, I've said it before, and I'll repeat it. You know, one of the things that you look for in your life is, you know, you look for a few different things. You want a good lawyer, you want a good mechanic, you want a good doctor, probably a good dentist. I probably forgot that one. You know, you want a good pastor. But at the end of the day, those are all hard to find, okay? And usually the best ones, or the ones that you really end up sticking with, come from a referral from somebody else that did the time, did the effort, and did the work of finding out who is legitimate, providing a good service, and for the right price. So we just take that kind of heartache and headache out for the business owner, and then you're able to say, listen, you don't have to figure this out. You don't have to pay credit card processing fees anymore. We can set you up with 0% processing. We can help you fund your business. We can help and cure your credit, get your business its own credit. We can help you have the right web development team for your company. We can help you get customers to your business, change your signage, develop your logo, build out a click funnel for your company. We can jump you into the digital age, get you social marketing, social integration, icon marketing, magnet marketing, and then all these different developable tactics, things that they're either not using and should be, are using with the wrong person, or don't have all in one place. And so that's what WLMN is all about. For anyone that's new, that's what we do. We provide a revolution in business services and one place for a business owner to go to get everything handled. One place for them to go where they know they can trust what they're getting. They're getting a great service, a great product, a great price, and they're getting it backed by a couple people that care with all their hearts on how it goes for the company.
Absolutely. And again, just so you know, everybody at the company works their heart off because they all know what other programs are like out there. So we've put together a team that understands that, you guys really are putting the effort in. We're here to support you 100%, and we're here to do our jobs, which again is to make sure that when the businesses do come to us, we do everything we can to get them set up with the right service. And then we cut you guys, a commission check. Bill gives you a commission on any of the services that are provided, and it doesn't matter what it is. If it's funding, you guys can make quite a bit of money on a funding deal. If we end up funding a business and they need a loan and they take a loan from us, you guys get paid a hefty commission. And 9 times out of 10, there's like a pretty high rate that they're going to take the processing on after that. And then the processing is going to pay you on a monthly basis. You get paid on the equipment. You get paid on the lease of the equipment. When they get their processing set up, you're going to get equipment. You're going to get paid up front on the equipment. You're going to get paid on any service that they take on a monthly basis for their website. So a lot of these people are going to pay on a monthly basis to be on the first page of Google for keyword optimization. You'll get paid a big upfront commission on the website itself if they get a brand new website. It doesn't matter what the service is, and no matter what they need, we're going to get them what they need, because at the end of the day, it's going to be WL Madden's reputation on the line to make sure that they're happy with that service. So when it comes to what you guys can do, we're going to show you how to create your own social media accounts to be WL Madden agents. And to be quite frank, this is the stuff that other companies are charging people to do. Okay, they charge people to build out their social media for their Amazon websites, and they might charge $5,000 or $10,000 to do something like that. This is the stuff that we're going to give to you guys, because by you guys having that, it actually generates income for the business service companies, and that's how you get paid the commissions. So that's why you get training from us. That's why we don't charge you an arm and a leg for things. Now, when it comes to other marketing that can be done, again, AMF, the service company, okay, doesn't do marketing. We have Integrated Media Group that does marketing for businesses. That's one of the companies that does the marketing for real businesses, and it does marketing. Is all different types of marketing and lead generation that we can do. AMF is the business services. So if you guys have seen amfbusiness.com, those are all the services that can be provided for businesses.
Let's answer a few more questions, and then we can wrap up the webinar as well.
Okay. Let's see. Luella, is there anywhere we can get the emails of the business lists that you have? The emails of the business lists. I'm not quite sure what that is. If you're looking for leads, if that's what you mean, leads of businesses.
With emails, basically. So she wants leads of businesses, and then she wants emails in there. Well, you know, if there's anything like, it sounds like a specific question. There might be ways to get emails for businesses. That's something that you really just need to call in and talk about. I really don't know exactly what you mean. But yeah, there's always a way to do things. Is there ways to get business email lists? Yes. Do they cost a lot of money? Yeah, they do. So, you know, is there ways to get, you know, email lists that are a waste of time? Yes. We also don't do any kind of like spam or spam marketing or anything like that. So we follow certain guidelines at the FTC and you know, the Consumer Protection Agency and things like that. So we don't ever like to fall into any of those bureaus or things like that. We follow the TSRs and the CAN spam, any kind of compliancing guidelines. We fall into those, make sure we do those correctly. But there's always ways to do things. So if it's a specific question on that, that's more of a phone conversation. Call in and they can work with you on it.
Yeah, Luella, if you want to call Keith and schedule a time for you and I to talk again, I've been pretty busy, but you and I have had some conversations, and if I can help you out in any way, I'll get you some materials and help you out with a few things. So just give Keith a call, schedule a time to talk to me, and I'll be more than happy to go over some stuff with you. Let's see, Jimmy, do we offer a mobile processing application for credit cards or other payments? You talking about an app on the phone?
You're just wondering if they have like a terminal they can do off their phone. Yes. Do we have anything? Yeah, like Square. Yeah. Yes, we do. There isn't a single technology-based processing solution that we don't have. So if you've seen someone out there do it, we can do it. What's the thing? I can do anything, you can do better. I'm a terrible singer. But the bottom line is we can do these things better.
Anything you can do, I can do better is what it is, John.
Wow, that's really egotistical.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That's kind of, you know, and that's what WL Madden is we have the latitude to go anywhere for any service. And so that's why companies are wanting to work with us now. And so these different services that we're going to be able to bring in and implement, we have some really cool services. And again, we want to basically show you by getting businesses involved with those services and then showing them to you as we go along. You can learn about which, but the most lucrative services are obviously going to be 0% processing, business loans, and anything to do with their websites. Now, other services that we may offer, they're actually not as lucrative as those. You know, we can get anything done and we'll lead them in the right direction to help their business with the consulting services we offer. But the most lucrative stuff that you can do is focus on eliminating their credit card processing fees.
This year alone, we expect anywhere between 15 and 20% of America to be using 0% processing by the end of the year. My prediction is in the next 5 years, it'll be right around 70%. Oh, yeah. So it's going to be a market change, in my opinion. Obviously, there's a lot of supporting evidence to show that that's going to be true. It's just it's like a market correction. Bill knows a little bit about that. So when things go the wrong way, there's a reflex. So what happens here is that, you know, credit cards never should have been a fee for the business owner. It would be like if you walked into a store and said, hey, I want a steak and I want to add crab legs. And they said, okay, that's going to cost our company money. And so it doesn't make sense. You know, if you're going to a store and you would like to use your credit card for your own personal convenience because you don't want to use money, and there's a fee associated with it, that fee should be to you. If you decide to use cash, the discount or not paying the fee would be your benefit. And that makes sense because now you're saying, oh, I would like to save some money. Here's cash. Oh, I need the convenience. Here's a credit card. I understand that there's a fee with that. And that's how life should have been operating since the first. It's just fixing itself. So it's just the market's in repair right now.
Yeah. And again, we're going to talk more about that in business service and business development 101, the course that you guys are going to go through. It talks about, gross and net income and how little profit business owners actually make at the end of the day. And that's why this is happening, is because that 4% that business owners are saving is a huge amount of money at the end of the day. For some businesses, it's as much as $10,000. Some businesses, it's as small as $1,000. But whether it's $1,000 or $10,000 a month, that's a huge amount of money to save. If we can take a portion of that savings and get them other services that are going to help their businesses grow and give them some free consulting and some free advice, as we work with different businesses in different markets, then we can introduce those businesses to the other businesses on other parts of the country and say, hey, this is what's working for, mechanic companies over here. If you implement the same strategy over here, then it's going to work for you based on the demographics. And we're going to be able to help businesses in different demographics with the same services we do over here. Hey, look at what we did over here for this company. It's going to benefit you in the same way. And that's all it is that it's just a plug and play system that we can recognize because we've been doing this for a long time of what works for businesses. And you guys are going to learn how that whole system works. Anything you can do, I can do better. Yeah. Do your salespeople that contact our leads use high pressure tactics to sell the services you offer, or are they just helpful to them? That's a great question. And that's something that's let's put it this way. When I first got into sales, and I'm going to try to make this short, I sold a very high
Thanks,
price.
William. We'll be here for another hour.
Yeah. Here's the thing is when I first got into, selling, my first real sales job was selling a very high priced product. It was a replacement window. Okay. Now, when I would walk into somebody's house, Home Depot would walk out of that house and they may have had a $4,000 bid on a product that I'm about to introduce for $20,000. All right. Now we had a much better product. We had, there's reasons why we had the prices we had. But if you go over to that company now and you go to New Pro Windows, you'll find out that in Massachusetts, they're still one of the most highly regarded companies. Okay. Now, when you say high pressure tactics, sales is a very, how do you say, there's liars in sales, there's cheaters in sales, there's people that say things that are not true. They say they can do things that aren't true. With our salespeople, we record every single call. They go through quality assurance, and they have to use the tactics, if you want to call them that, that we allow them to offer. But the truth of the matter is that we're there to help the business owner understand what the services are. And Wayne, that's here's a great point. And before John, hold on. Here's the thing is that when with a company like us, because we have the latitude to offer multiple services, we don't have to say, hey, this is, they're not going to squeeze one specific service down their throat because we don't need to. We can say, this is what we believe is most helpful for you. This is what we can offer you. And this is what, and this is the best route for you to go. At the end of the day, as long as the customer is happy with the service, it's the salesperson's job to get them there. But you guys are going to be able to listen to those calls. So it's not high pressure selling. What it is, it's leading people in the right direction that's going to be better for them. So when you were a young kid and your mom told you, don't touch the hot stove, and then you still did it and you burnt yourself, right? Your mom kind of warned you, hey, that's what's going to happen if you touch the stove. So, people need to be led in the right direction. And what we do is we use tactics, if you want to call them that. We use methods to help them see the light, to help them show them what we've done for other companies. And usually that's enough for them to understand that this is the right service for them. So there's not a whole lot of high pressure selling when it comes to, getting people involved with these services. But of course, salespeople are salespeople. The truth of the matter is there's a reason why some people's numbers are up here and some people's numbers are down here. It's just it's the way that you handle people, and we do it in a very respectful way. We make sure that the business owner understands everything they're getting involved in. We're completely transparent with everything that we do, and we get them the best service that's going to help them in the best way possible. Yeah. So, it's not high pressure. What it is really describing things in a way that makes sense to them so they understand why they would go in the direction that we're going to lead them.
It's like my grandpa used to say, he goes, the truth doesn't explain itself. The truth doesn't need to defend itself. All it has to do is just be itself.
Exactly. You know, when you're selling a product, I mean, let me ask you a question, Wayne. I mean, when you're selling a product that sells itself, I mean, when people need money, obviously, you know, they need money. When people want to save money, they want to save money. When people want to be on the first page of Google, but the thing is, they've been told by other companies so many times about these different, you know, products that we definitely have to get them involved in a way that they understand, and we definitely have to show them the light in a way that salespeople use. And so
get them in with a no.
Exactly.
Would it sound ridiculous to you if we could provide you with 0% processing? Okay. Right. Would it sound like, you know, would it sound too amazing, or would it sound like impossible if we could fund your business in the next 24 hours? What are the chances if you were on the top page of Google, you know, what are the chances if you were on the top page of Google that you would do a better job bringing in customers than you are right now, where you are right now on Google? You know, these are questions that you're not going to have to lead in with it's not a sales pitch. It's an explanation of our services. We show them what we can do, and then we win the business. And it's real easy to win business with the right things. And we just come in with the right things, and those right things took research, time, effort, looking good like Alan here. I mean, honestly, this guy he just charms them, and then we bring him in. That's like half of it.
Yeah, and really what it is that, you know, we put a lot of time and effort to make sure we have the right relationships with the different business service companies that are going to help them in the best way possible. And like I said, quite frankly, we have a couple services that we don't even make money on to make sure that the businesses do well. And that's okay with us, because we're not there. We're there to truly help the businesses. And same thing with you guys, is that we put a lot of time and effort to putting this program together to make sure that you guys can earn commissions. So just in your head, just remember this, you know, you set one business up, you have one account, it's paying you every single month, and you make some upfront money on whatever service you might get, right? And then, you know, you set up another one, and then another one. And the next thing you know, your residual income is now growing on a monthly basis, because that business is always paying for that service. And the bigger that your book of business is, the more money that you're going to make. And can you replace your income with it? Of course you can. If you start getting accounts established and you start making money on a residual basis, and then you start getting other people involved that are already in the business service world. You might have a friend, you might run into somebody, or build a relationship with someone on LinkedIn that already works with businesses, and now he's bringing in business for you, and you're getting paid on those accounts as well. So again, this is not an overnight process, nor does it have to be. You guys are going to get the truth too. You guys are going to get transparency, and you're going to see what it really takes to start to build a book of business. And there's nothing better than residual income and money that pays you every single month, because once you build that book of business, and once you start to have those accounts, they're going to start to add up. We're going to be paying you bonuses on how many people you enroll and how many accounts that are coming in. So of course, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be an experience that you're definitely not going to want to miss. And we're really excited to be able to offer this opportunity. You know, this is something that Bill has been, you know, wanting to do for quite some time, is to make sure that there's a program that exists out there that's able to create a real book of business, and that people really can stop working and trade in their old job for, you know, working with a company that offers enough enough money for them to be able to build a residual portfolio over the course of time that's really going to be, it's going to be dependent on the amount of work that you guys put into this. But we're here to back you 110%. As you guys know, the people that talk to me, I almost always pick up the phone, unless I'm like, today was a super busy day. But 9 times out of 10, me myself, I pick up the phone. You know, I have a whole slew of people that work at the companies that I have, and then you have all the people that work at Bill's company. But we're always here to pick up the phone, and that's, 9 times out of 10, just answering questions for people, leading them in the right direction. That's what's needed. So the customer service experience, the sales experience, and the actual fulfillment of the service experience that these people are going to get is going to be second to none. And again, that's why they're going to continue to work with us, and that's why they're going to be successful with their businesses as well. Okay. What are the questions do we have? I need to get a call from one of you. Okay, Anthony. Let's see. Yeah, you can contact Keith, and actually, Anthony, I have a call scheduled for you. I think that we have to, you and I can talk over the weekend. If you have something that you need from Keith, he can always help you immediately. And then on this weekend, Anthony, I am going to give you a call. So I actually had a text that came in from you. Like I said, today I had a really busy day.
Yeah.
I want you to understand that my job is to make sure
you guys
the services.
Let me really clarify. Because you guys reach out to him and text Alan, doesn't mean that Alan's not also responding to another text, meeting with somebody else, working with someone on your behalf, or working all day long. So the best thing you can do to really respect your own time and his is to set up an actual appointment to talk to him. If you text him and he has the time, he'll make the time for you. And really, if he doesn't have the time, a lot of times he makes that time anyway. But what should happen in the process that you guys need to get into the spirit and the action of is to reach out to Keith or call in on the 800 number and set up an appointment with Alan so that he can actually put time aside for you to answer your questions. You can get the questions answered that you want, and no one else is getting sidelined or no one else's time is being put aside because you want to talk right now. And that's because I understand everyone wants to talk now when they have a question now. And if it's not a customer right now that you're in front of that needs questions answered on their application or something of that nature, the urgency needs to be put aside for the respect of your time and of everyone else's. So it's really important, to make sure that what you do is that you actually take the time to set an appointment and respect your time like that, so that way you get what you need, you get the questions answered that you need, and no one's in a hurry, because it's going to be better for everyone, you know.
And one thing that I do want to say is, I really care about everybody that's involved with this program. I know Bill does too. And that's why a lot of times I'll pick the phone up, and I'm a talker. So sometimes we get going talking, and all of a sudden the next thing I know, it's 6:30 at night, or the webinar starting in 2 minutes. And then as we talked about, I actually have a meeting with a pretty big client of ours in about 40 minutes. So what's going to happen, just like he said, if you schedule an appointment with Keith, what I do want to do is there's a few of you that are in similar situations that we're going to start scheduling webinars for, specific to your needs, and especially those of you that have done white labels and things like that and have different business services that you're already involved with. And we're going to be showing you different ways to work within the business services that you already have.
And again, these are things to set an appointment for, put the time aside. If you have those things going on and that sparks a light with you and you want to have that answer, set an appointment, we'll get the time put aside, or we'll put you with that person that you need to be with to sit and walk you through the process so you guys get it handled correctly. The person that's talking to you is prepared for what your question is. And that's even better for you if you say, listen, here's what I need help with. Here's what I'm trying to get done. And you notify Keith or Noe or any of the people, like Vince or whatever the 20 people are that can answer the phone. Notify them what you need. And then they'll have a person on the phone with you with an idea of your intention and with a game plan of what you're going to need. They're going to get you to where you want to go. And that's going to provide preparation, and the preparation is going to provide a better result. So, I want to end this not because of the fact that actually I love doing the webinars. Aren't these awesome? Yeah. We love talking to you guys. So that's not a big deal. But I want to end this webinar so that, if someone looks at it, they don't go, man, an hour and 45 minutes. So we want people to come back and watch it. So, hey, you guys, we really appreciate everyone taking a lot of time with us. Anyone that's on board and that's new, just want to give you a big hug. Dude. Welcome aboard. We're excited to have you on board. There's nothing that we want more than just a big group of people out here succeeding and winning. And if you wake up in the morning, write down the top 3 things you're going to do that day. And one of them should be get a referral in every day. And that should be real simple for you. We really appreciate your time. We appreciate your trust. And more importantly, look forward to a great future with you.
Okay. Excellent, guys. So again, schedule an appointment with Keith, or if you need to talk to me, schedule an appointment with Haley or Keith. and then they'll put some time aside for you. They'll text me, they'll ask me what time's good for me, and we can do that. And again, we're going to be breaking up different webinars for different reasons, so we'll let you know about that. The LinkedIn video and all that. If you don't get something from Noe, you'll get an email. All right, then on Saturday, you'll definitely have the information of how to get to that training video. What we need to do is start putting, the training videos in private sections for you guys. That way, there's not a bunch of other people that get a free training on how this all works. So that's what we're working on now, is privatizing everything. That's why we have the new system for you guys, okay?
Okay, real quick, Dave, are the training resources going to be available 2-1? They're available already. Scroll up in the chat. You'll see a few of them now. Go to WLM Agent. Bridget, Marshall, and Stevens. Have you heard of them before? I've never heard of that company.
I'm sorry, what is it?
Marshall and Stevens. I've never heard of them. If you have details on them and you'd like to talk to us about it, talk to Keith, set up an appointment. We're happy to go over it with you. Time to see if I can tie in another business that I do.
Yeah, talk to Keith about that. Schedule an appointment. I don't know what it is that you're involved with, but talk to Keith, and then he'll get the details to us, and we'll schedule a time that we can talk about that. And this is probably not that time, just because we don't have any details. But if we can talk about it and figure it out, we'll definitely work it out. Okay? Yes.
Right.
That way, you always have things, and don't forget.
One thing I've always learned is to write things down. That's what Bill's saying. All right. Okay, so guys, thanks again.
Okay, have a great night, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.
Welcome aboard.
Yep. Okay. Bye-bye.